Hi, I'm Bugsy and I'm an addict. I'm going to be reading just for today, September 7th, 2024, Resentment and Forgiveness. Page 261, basic text, page 12. Where there has been wrong, the program teaches us the spirit of forgiveness. In NA, we begin to interact with the world around us. We no longer live in isolation. But freedom from isolation has its price. The more we interact with people, the more often we'll find someone stepping on our toes. And such are the circumstances in which resentments are often born. Resentments, justified or not, are dangerous to our ongoing recovery. The longer we harbor resentments, the more bitter they become, eventually poisoning us. To stay clean, we must find the capacity to let go of our resentments, the capacity to forgive. We first develop this capacity in working steps 8 and 9, and we keep it alive by regularly taking the 10th step. Sometimes, when we are unwilling to forgive, it helps to remember that we too may someday require another person's forgiveness. Haven't we all, at one point or another, done something that we deeply regretted? And aren't we healed in some measure when others accept our sincere amends? An attitude of forgiveness is a little easier to develop when we remember that we are all doing the very best we can, and someday we, too, will need forgiveness. Just for today, I will let go of my resentments. Today, if I am wronged, I will practice forgiveness, knowing that I need forgiveness myself. Let's talk about something, okay? There's a difference between forgiving and forgetting, and in no circumstance or no reason or no way, and there's no rule out there that says that when you forgive someone, you have to also forget. Now, again, let's also discuss this part. When you forgive someone, you've forgiven them. You don't have to forget the pain that they've caused you or the things that they've done to you. You don't have to forget that. That's fine. Because we always keep that in the back of our mind. I know the stove is hot because I've been burned once, so I'm going to be cautious. And that's fine. However, when you forgive someone, you have forgiven them. You don't have the right to go ahead and hold that over their head for the rest of their life if you have forgiven them and moved on from that situation. If someone's like, I apologize for what I've done, here's my way of fixing it, mending it, and you go ahead and take that and you accept that, don't ever bring it back up as ammo or fuel against them. Same goes for yourself. If somebody has forgiven you and you've apologized and made your amends, and then they bring it back, oh, well, remember when? Yes, but we moved past that. You accepted my apology, and that was your moment to say, you know what, I don't accept, or I can't fully accept, or we'll see how it goes. And you didn't say that, you can't use that against me anymore. I've apologized. I've reached out. I have offered my amends to you, and you took it. So don't use forgiving as something that just means you're going to forget, because that's just not going to happen. Maybe eventually we're going to stop thinking about it. Maybe in a way we forget about it, but if something, triggers that memory, you might remember, oh, dang, I went through that. You caused that, or I caused that. It may pop up from time to time, but you can't forgive somebody and then resent them at the same time. And also, we've been wronged. Even though we were addicts, it was our doing. A lot of the things that happened in our lives were our fault. We still deserve to have someone make amends with us. So we need to learn forgiveness. Maybe during your addiction, you reached out to somebody, hey, can you help me? I'm stuck. I can't get out of here. And they kind of were just like, do it yourself. And then when you did do it yourself, they're like, hey, girl, how you doing? You can tell them, hey, you know what? When I asked you for help, you hurt my feelings by leaving me. You left me there in my addiction when I was screaming for help and you couldn't help me. You wouldn't help me. And you didn't even give me a second glance. And I felt really hurt about that. That person now has the opportunity to be like, you know what? I didn't know what to do. I was scared for you. I didn't know where to go or how to help you. So I ran away, and I apologize that I abandoned you in that time of need when you were asking for help. I am so sorry. And at that point, you can either, you know what? I'll think on it. Or, you know what? We both made mistakes. It's okay. And move on. You can't later on, Ask, hey, I ran out of gas on the side of the road. Can you come help me? I'm at work. I can't. Remember that last time when you left me when my addiction? Last time I asked you for help, you weren't there for me. Don't do that kind of stuff. But yes, we as addicts also deserve people to make amends with us, to apologize to us. And we need to learn how to forgive. And sometimes forgiveness is just a personal thing. Sometimes you forgive someone when you don't even see them ever again. Maybe they stop talking to you. Maybe you've grown apart. Maybe you don't ever want to see them again. But they've hurt you. And finding forgiveness for that person without them even being there shows true character, because you're just, you know what, I'm living for myself and I will forgive you without your apology. You just don't have to forget that you were hurt once. That's the way we teach ourselves how to survive. But like I said in the beginning, don't ever use something that has been squashed as ammo later. And don't let anybody else use that as ammo against you later. You've apologized. You said, you know what, I screwed up and here is what I'm doing to fix it. And later on down the line, well, you were the addict who caused this. You know what? We already went through that. Don't keep dragging me through the mud. So that's basically what I'm getting from this literature. That the part at the end, a little bit in the end, where I was saying that we need to learn how to forgive other people even if they're not present in our lives. That's so that you don't sit there resenting them, because that resentment starts to carry over into your real life, starts carrying over into your daily life, into your family life. And somebody might say or do something that reminds you of that person who owes you an apology, and you might snap at them because you've grown this resentment towards that one person over here who didn't apologize to you. And you know what? You just said it exact same way they say it, or you said that something they said, or you're wearing what they wore. And you know what? It really pisses me off. Learn to forgive even if they're not present. Do it for your own sake. And most of all, forgive yourself. And don't hold this stuff over your head. Apologize for the things you've done to other people. Apologize for the things you've done to yourself. Apologize for the pain that you allowed yourself to live in during your addiction. And forgive yourself. Don't resent yourself. And love yourself. And don't bring it up later on down the line when you make a mistake. Well, that's because I'm an addict. No. You've made your mistakes during your addiction. These are new mistakes that you can grow and learn from. And I hope everyone's doing well out there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.